And we can go ahead and get started with this lab. Now this lab has it's a split path right off the gate. Oh, let me zoom out the minimap. Up, and there's the escort gauntlet. So let me go ahead and mark that. Oh well, that's a shame. My key's right there. Up, it's a shame I'm desyncing as well. I will not do this room just yet, but I will tag it. Is we're spending 70 for twice enchanted sounds expensive. It can be effective if we're going for enchants. For me, it's mostly a time investment thing, honestly. I don't want to invest the time to deal with the trade. I know, I'm lazy. Lab notes not up, so slow. It only takes 1 minute. For you, it might. Is this another trap gauntlet? Or is this a secret passage? It's a secret passage. Yeah, I kind of hesitate to touch. Okay, you know, I'll touch it. I'm hoping this doesn't break the compass file. And only take. Oh, you're talking about the escort gauntlet thingy. How many offerings have I collected? I'm down to like 30 or so. I would normally do if I was actually I would have done that escort gauntlet form for the fact that I'm doing notes. They annoy they annoy me for keys because they bore the hell out of me because how slow they are. But I'm okay with losing a key in order to try to get these done quickly. Did I desync so hard that I completely messed this up? Great, now I actually have to solve it. Okay, got it. Yeah. Apparently I desynced so hard that I didn't click one of the switches. And I completely messed up that puzzle. Normally you just hit each of them once and you do it in a circle, but apparently I didn't click them in a circle. You might get desperate with that treasure key. Or I might not. In terms of which one is more likely, I'm gonna say the latter of the two. Oh, and this is a trap gauntlet. I was trying to grab that bubble. I will mark that. However, I need to go backwards and go to the left over here. Start just linking these two rooms next to each other. And this room, I still have one thing I need to look for. Or to see if there's anything else. Hey, it's Argus! There's a bit of backtracking involved in this lab, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Now that is the main path. That is, well, you have to do both. Hold on. Where am I standing? There you go. You have to do both of these rooms, but you can see they're connected, so it's not that huge of an issue. That's fonts? Yeah, fonts. Fonts is fine. Also, hold on. Am I dropping frames? My internet's all over the place, it's hard to tell. What are fonts again? Fonts are the things that curse your player. However, they can be dispelled via warding flasks. I have a Stibnite warding, and so I'm pretty much going to be curse immune. Because that flask lasts forever. And I can use it a bunch. Yep, stuttering stream time. Here, let me make my latency graph big, so you guys can see what the problem is right now. And why I'm playing on predictive and desyncing. Fonts is the best thing you can, basically you can get. Some people might not like me for saying this, ow, but, lieutenants for me are one of the best things because, I don't really have too much trouble, like, I don't have too much trouble accidentally killing lieutenants. I, for the most part, have kept them alive. I try to remain wary with the cold lieutenant, so that's a minor issue, but the most important thing is the reason why I don't mind lieutenants. I think they're the best. There is a delay between when the first and when the second lieutenant spawn. As a result, if he DPS his Zoro down quick enough, he will immediately leave, rather than linger around like he normally does for every other phase. The lieutenant is one of the few phases where you can quote-unquote animation skip him, and make him go away very, very quickly without needing to wait for another object to spawn. The other phase that can do this is charge it, well, not charge it after you have to wait if you want the key, but if you don't want the key, skip it. The other phase, the only other phase that does that is gargoyles, if memory serves right. Gargoyles, you can DPS a Zoro before the first green beam, like, finishes channeling. You still get the buff as long as you don't kill the gargoyle. And you can just instantly end the phase, so it's nice in terms of speed. However, out of those two, I think Lieutenants is the safer option than gargoyles. Okay, this was the last trap gauntlet. So all that is left is 3 doctrines. And I already found Argus as well. Also, there's a wing attachment for sale. However, I've got all the wings I need. I need shield MTX. I just wanted to. I needed a moment of reflection. I needed a moment of reflection. As I became one with the wall, I needed to reassess things for a moment. If you're only concerned about getting points for lab, honestly, you can just do lab any day. Just be smart and debuff Azaro. Because my assumption is if you only care about points, you can disregard the rest of the rewards, so debuffing Azaro is not the biggest deal in the world. Debuff and make it easier. This is an empty space, if memory serves right. Yeah, that's an empty area, so nothing in this side room. Hopefully I find 2 Dark Shrines in section 3. What do you do to debuff him? Kill him fast? No. To debuff him, you have to the easiest way for me to describe easiest way to think about how to debuff Azaro is break the phase. For example, I didn't break a single font and they're here. If you don't want the fonts to be there, you break the fonts. Let's see what phase is up next. Gargoyles. If you don't want the gargoyles, you break the gargoyles. But if you want the key, don't break the gargoyles. Also, remember how I mentioned earlier you can kind of speed through this phase? There isn't really any lingering. And Azaro's gone. No lingering. I'm honestly fine with this combination. 1 damage phase isn't the biggest deal in the world. Bring a warding flask. Oh, it's this layout. This is a gold door. Gargoyles plus Lieutenant's best combo. Yeah, it's the fastest way to get through Azaro and still get the fastest Azaro phases that still give you keys. Oh, Dark Shrine number 3 is along the main path as well. Hooray. I guess in terms of like pure safety, Portal is probably one of like the actually safest phases, and it might be fonts. Fonts might be up there as well, due to the fact that you can completely nullify the phase. Looks like a solid lab so far. It is. It is a 9-room lab, however. 3-room. If you're going for everything, the first section is 3 rooms, the second section is 3 rooms, and this last section is 3 rooms. First section can be 2 rooms if you want it to be. All 4 Dark Shrines are along the main path. Okay. So I think we have a 9-room lab with everything along the main path. Yeah, I think that's the case. You might have to do a little bit of routing in the first section, but I'm fairly sure everything is along the main path if my memory serves right. Let's hope my memory is correct. Yeah, and if my memory, if it is correct, I'm probably gonna do a few runs. Okay, you know what? I will fight the council on the trapper, and then I'll do a few runs, because I just want to get that off my checklist. I like to kill the council. Yeah, I got 30 offerings saved up, and like 3 Starkanias. Yeah, I don't even need to check any of these rooms. You have 20 offerings from just mapping. Now, nice. What should you be enchanting for cash? Well, you got a couple. You have a lot of options. Exclamation point helmet, exclamation point boots for those options. Just tuned in. How's it going? Going good. Wink, wink. And in before I go to buy offerings, I can't buy offerings. I might place out a buy order. I might legitimately place out a buy order. Oh, I keep forgetting. I need to add arc stuff. I need to add arc stuff to the enchant list. Okay. Let's enchant this once. I'm going for the Ellie Pen enchant. I'm going for the Ellie Pen enchant. Maps. Exalted Orb. Good lab today. Good lab today. And Doriani's Touch. Or Doriani's Fist. Alright. Let me loot this. Because I feel like I might disconnect and I don't want to lose my loot. And let me go ahead and make these lab nodes.